So we're here at the United States Sailboat Show in Annapolis, and we are with Dr. Edit Olasz Harken, who is a dermatologist who's going to tell us about her product called Harken Derm. And our first question for you is, how did you bring it to the market, and why is it particularly interesting to sailors?
Thank you. Thank you for asking. I'm a full-time dermatologist, and of course, as a dermatologist, the number one product we always recommend to our patients is a sunscreen. And so I'm also married to Peter Harken, and during our travels, when I turned out I was a dermatologist, I received a ton of questions about sunscreens.
Yeah.
And also, people showed me the sunscreen they used, and I figured that there are a lot of expired sunscreens on the boat. There are a lot of sunscreens that were not really good. And I found myself often giving a list of my favorite sunscreens as a dermatologist recommended sunscreen.
Right.
So one day I told Peter, I was like, this is crazy. I keep writing the sunscreens and I know exactly what a good sunscreen is for this really high risk population. Sailors are really high risk for skin cancer because the cumulative sun exposure.
Right.
So I said, I really would like to create and formulate a sunscreen. And with Peter's, the name, the brand, and the trusted brand, and my knowledge, background knowledge, I thought we have a chance to really offer something to the sailing community that is formulated by the dermatologist, has my expertise behind it, and a little bit of the sort of the startup trust by the Harken brand.
Right, okay. Well, I tried Harken Derm last year at the Sailboat Show, and I don't know if you were here for the first day of the Sailboat
I
Show.
was.
It was really hot the first day of the show. So one of the things I liked most about the sunblock, it was a hot and sweaty day, and I looked in the mirror and I could still tell that the sunblock held up through that, which is important when you're a sailor. I know it seems that you don't have to reapply it as much as you do other sunblocks.
Yes, so this was not an easy process. I did do a lot of sort of market research and also asking questions from sailors what was important for them. And obviously, it was important for them to have something which dries quick, it's not greasy, doesn't drip, so not too liquidy, lotiony, and something which is, of course, extremely strong, almost a shield, and extremely water resistant. So I'm so happy I feel and I think I managed to create something like that.
Right.
So one of the sort of the complaints we get at the end of the day that we love this sunscreen, it's the best, it lasts all day long, but it's a little tough to wash it off at the end of the day. And I always say, hey, this is a good thing
This is a
because
good
it's
problem.
a physical sunscreen. So we can talk about that. It's a physical filter. So it means that as long as it sits on the top of your skin, it will protect you.
Right.
Which means if you find that sunscreen at the end of the day on your skin, it's a good thing. It's still there.
Right, right. Well, I also like its consistency. It doesn't smell, you don't smell like a coconut.
Yes.
And it's a little goes a long way. There's another product in addition to the Harken Derm Sunscreen. And can you tell us a little bit about your after sun product,
Yes.
which I also really like, but I'll let you talk first.
So the after sun idea came off that interviewing guys and talking with guys, they told me that they really don't know what to use on their skin after they get off the boat, and their skin feels extremely dry and and damaged. And I realized that they need advice. I always thought guys don't want any lotion potions, but they're sailors, they know that their skin is really damaged.
Yeah.
So I wanted to create something which repairs the barrier. Barrier is our skin is a brick and mortar, okay? So it's a very tight seal, and in the sun, the water, the salt, it opens up and gets damaged. So I put some lipids there that really recreates that seal, that barrier. Also, with UV you get oxidative damage, not just UV but environmental, exposures. So I put a lot of antioxidants there. Think
Okay.
about a steak, you put it on a grill, okay?
Right.
And you take it off and it's still sort of cooking,
Right.
So it's a little bit, that's what happens in your skin. The damage doesn't really stop right away. So if you put on some antioxidants right when you get off the sun, it makes a really big difference. So I call this the two-step process. So it's something which, you have to use it together in order to really prevent and repair sun damage.
Well, it's a very nice consistency. It's I use a lot of
It's a
lotions. I'm a
lotion,
girl, so I
yes.
use a lot of lotions, but it is the it dries so quickly. It doesn't feel heavy on your skin, so I can see, you know, it's good for men or women. It's really nice to have a product like that. And again, it there's no scent to it, which I really like.
That has a little bit of botanical scent to it, but that's coming from the natural botanical, not anything added. So it's funny because people don't really buy into after sun, and then when they start to use it, we're getting more more demands now for that product almost than the sunscreen.
So if SpinSheet readers would like to learn more about Harken Derm, I know you have things on your website. What is your web address?
Yes, it's www.harkenderm.com.
Harkenderm.com.
Yes.
Okay, well, I love the product. If anyone, feel free to email me any questions about it, but I would go to harkenderm.com to learn more. And thank you, Edith. It was very nice to meet you.
Absolutely. Thank you for interviewing me. Thank you.
My pleasure.